Hey, what's up, book nerds? I'm Ariana Elizabeth, and today I'm going to talk to you about how book clubs save lives. So this one's going to be a really quick video because yesterday, a book club saved my life. So last year in my book club, we read a book called 419 by Will Ferguson. Now, while this book has a lot going on in it and has several different storylines, and although I didn't actually finish the book for book club, sorry book club, we did go over what some of the main points in the book were, and one of them is internet hacking. 419 scams are a type of fraud and one of the most common types of confidence trick. The scam typically involves promising the victim a significant share of a large sum of money, which the fraudster requires a small upfront payment to obtain. If the victim makes the payment, the fraudster either invents a series of further fees for the victim or simply disappears. Had I not read this book, yesterday would have been a very bad day for me. This is not a book I would have picked up normally, and so I have to thank my book club for this. I can't even explain to you. It saved my life. So here's the story. I was selling a camera online. I put it on Kijiji and on Facebook. I left my number up there too because I want this sale to be sort of quick and easy, really fast. I want the money and I want it now. So I get a text. This person didn't seem fishy at all. It was just all the routine stuff, you know, like how old is it? Where'd you get it? I was like, no, it's fine. It's good. I barely used it. I bought it used, but they barely used it. It's maybe like a year and a half old. Don't worry about it. It's great. They're like, okay. So then they asked me the lowest I'll go. And I upped it a little bit in price because I knew that people were going to want to talk it down. And I didn't want to end up selling it for less than I paid for it. So I was like, $300 is the least I'll go. Then they say, I'll give you $400 and another $155 for shipping if you can ship this to my friend in West Africa. I don't think so. Of course, I'm stupid and don't think of these things at first. So I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. Here's my email. They were like, great, I'll transfer the money to you, and then you can go and pay and have it shipped. I'm like, okay, so what's the address? They're like, oh, well, you'll get it when I email you. And I'm like, okay. Then they kept going on and on, make sure you send it by Air Canada Post, make sure you send it. And I was like, okay. They're like, okay, I sent you the money. Then I had to go to my laptop and get out PayPal. As it turns out, I hadn't fully registered for that, so I was doing that. They're still messaging me like, hey, have you done it yet? Did you get the money? Did you get the money? And I was like, hold up. I was like, I don't see this money in my email anywhere. They're like, oh, check your spam folder. It went to my junk mail. There's another red flag right there. So then I see that I've got this email for $555, and it's like broken it down, $400 for the camera, and then the $155 for shipping, and I'm looking at it all, and then I read at the bottom that the money's been taken out of their account. However, it's pending until I ship it, and then I have to send them a tracking number. There's only so far I'll let this go, alright? I'm not sending out a $300 camera and then hoping I get the money for it. So you know what I did? I called PayPal because I've never actually used PayPal before, and I have no idea how this is supposed to work. And the lady was like, thank you for calling us. She's like, you don't realize. She's like, so many people fall for that. I wasn't going to send off something and then not get anything back in return. I was like, I'm not going to lose a $300 camera. What really tipped me off about it, actually, right from the beginning, was when they were like, I need you to send it to my friend in West Africa. And I don't mean it to offend anyone that lives in that part of the world, but that 419 book, that was sort of set in that kind of area. Anyway, that's just sort of where that book was set, and it made me think of it. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do this. They had been really pushing me. They're like, how many hours and minutes till I get this thing sent? And I was like, hold up, buddy. Like, you're not even giving me any time to say no to you. All in all, I obviously didn't send my camera out. And I will not be using PayPal. Forget that. I won't be sending it anywhere. If anyone wants to know, when you send money via PayPal, you get it instantly. If it's telling you it's pending, that is a scam. It is a 419. Watch out for that. I didn't fall for it, and I'm happy that I didn't. I think that as far as internet goes, I'm a little bit smarter than that, but I can see a lot of people falling for it. I wasn't expecting to know the number that texts me about it, and some people can be really pushy about that kind of stuff because you want it before someone else grabs it. And so I can totally understand why some people fall for that, especially people that don't know how to use computers really well. Like, I didn't know anything about PayPal. If I'd been lazy and just been like, I'm sure it'll be fine, I'm gonna trust in humanity, I would have been out of a camera, totally. All in all, book club saved lives because if it wasn't for book club, I would not have read that book and I would not have had any kind of inkling that this would have been fake. To be honest, I've been pretty ignorant and living in my own little bubble. And so before reading that book, I didn't even realize this kind of stuff was going on. And that sounds silly to say now because now I'm like, oh my God, it's everywhere. But before that, I was like, oh, everyone's nice, and I just have this really optimistic view on life and just assume that everybody's a good person, and they're not. So I advise anyone out there, if you ever are kind of worried about a scam like this and it's going through a major company like PayPal or anything, or your bank, call them. Call them, because she was like, I can see that you have no money in your PayPal, and I can see you have no money coming in. It's fake. And I was like, you know what? Thank you. And don't call them using the email number that they give you in the scam email either. No, you have to actually go to their website and find a proper number for them, because otherwise you're just getting scammed again. All in all, I think it's just really important to raise awareness about this kind of thing. I think that a lot more people need to know and understand. There are so many different ways that 419s can happen. It's not just about PayPal and email. I've had ones about helping family members even. They look you up, these people that do this. They look you up, they find people that you know, they'll be like, so-and-so told me about you, and like it's somebody you know, and now you think that it's a real person you're talking to, and they're not. They are soulless, and they will take you for everything that you have. So be careful. That ends that rant. Leave me some comments down below. Has this ever happened to you or anybody you know? And what did you do? I'm really excited about this, that it happened to me, and that I stopped it. I feel like a superhero. I am a being of justice. Seriously, just let me know what happened to you. I would love to hear your story, and I'm so sorry that if you got scammed by something like this. I'm here. We can start a support group. Have a super good day, evening, afternoon, whenever you're watching this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I put out videos whenever I get around to putting out videos. Hope you enjoyed today's rant, and I will see you next time. Bye!